Going in depth about all of these statewide measures and statewide races. This evening, we're starting with the governor's race. In just 2 months, North Dakota will have a new governor for the first time in 8 years. I caught up with all three candidates recently in Bismarck to ask them why they're running, what they would do first if elected, and why they're asking voters to choose them. And while Kelly Armstrong, Merrill Pepcorn, and Michael Coachman agree on several topics, all three say they have different visions for North Dakota's future. With less than a week until Election Day, three men are making their pitch to voters why they are best suited to succeed Governor Doug Burgum at the state capitol.
I never tried to talk like a lawyer in a courtroom, and I try really hard not to talk like a politician on the campaign trail, but yeah, there's very different.
Congressman Kelly Armstrong, Michael Coachman, and Democrat State Senator Merrill Pepcorn recently squared off for a 2-hour debate in the capital city.
This is really freedom, socialism, globalism. Bill Gates, all these individuals, Dr. Fauci, all this here is going to impact this state. And I believe I'm the only person on that stage that can stop it.
I talked to so many people. Just for me running for governor has given them hope, and they're putting a lot of faith in me. And I'm not even sure where a lot of that's coming from, but I'm starting to believe it, and I feel it like a cloak of responsibility.
The October debate was the third opportunity for Armstrong, Pepcorn, and Coachman to spar on policy. For Armstrong, it was a chance to explain his past experience in the state legislature, as well as serving 3 terms in Congress.
Everybody likes to talk about career politicians, but most of the headwinds we face in North Dakota aren't blizzards or tornadoes or floods. It's a federal regulatory regime that is far too often they're making agency rulings, and the people who are making them have never had dirt under their fingernails. But I don't know if you can tell people stuff so much as show it to them.
Michael Coachman lives in Larimore and is a retired U.S. Air Force veteran. He considers himself a constitutional scholar, and unlike Pepcorn and Armstrong, Coachman supports passing Measure 4, which would eliminate property taxes in North Dakota.
They say, well, corporations, they won't be able to pay property tax, but they're helping them in everything else. I want to sit down with the people. The people is the key. Like I mentioned tonight, the greatest resource we have as individuals is people.
In his 7 years serving in the state Senate, Pepcorn has grown accustomed to being outnumbered.
We only had 4 senators out of 47 this last session.
Pepcorn and Armstrong say Measure 4 can't be ignored. But even if it fails, they both plan to focus on property tax relief if elected.
We will work on property tax. We have to collaborate to come up with a solution, because if we do not take care, if Measure 4 gets defeated this time around and the legislature doesn't do anything about it, it'll be back in 4 years or 8 years or sometime, and it will pass.
I mean, property tax can be top of mind whether Measure 4 passes or Measure 4 fails. People are demanding relief. We have to deal with workforce, housing, the types of issues that actually allow for us to grow our communities.
First thing you have to do is drain the swamp. We have a lot of corruption. They talk about everything is hunky-dory fine here. No, it's not. We have a lot of corruption here, and I would like to clean up that corruption.
Pepcorn is trying to become North Dakota's first governor representing the Dem-MPL party in over 30 years. So far, Armstrong has out-fundraised both Pepcorn and Coachman combined. But Pepcorn argues this is one race that shouldn't be a question of who has the deepest pockets.
You know, the last 4 governors have all been Republican millionaires. I know some really good millionaires, really good people. And some of the people in the governor's office have been good people. But is that a qualification? Kelly Armstrong is just another millionaire kind of awaiting his turn.
Armstrong says he lets his schedule, not his fundraising, do the talking. His plan is to canvass North Dakota, stopping in as many small towns as he can.
One of I think that I've been most proud of, and this is whether you do a small dollar fundraiser, large dollar fundraiser, town halls. You know, I don't know a lot of people who've done political events in Colfax or Max Bass, but I am really proud of the fact that I get people to show up to things that typically don't go to political events.
According to the Secretary of State's office, in the most recent campaign finance reports filed, Armstrong has raised over $3.5 million for his campaign. $1.25 million of that is coming from his own money, and $500,000 from the Armstrong Corporation. Merrill Pepcorn's campaign committee, Merrill for North Dakota, has raised around $175,000, while Coachman has received around $25,000 in donations.